They got to be played towards in some regard.
Yeah, I think that this top side of the map you can probably leave in the lurch. I think mid lane is going to be an area of the map that we could easily see some focus on as well, right? The Azir creates terrain for the Kiana.
Money does mean, though, we're going to see a late contest over this.
Oh, no!
Kyle! Best support in the league, by the way.
Might lose out for
there.
that.
Now Vampire is going to take his card, and that will be Kyle going down first blood to JDG. Now Tarzan in some trouble. Things have gone awry for AL. He gets the double freeze there, but I don't think it's going to be enough. And meanwhile, Shanks watches his buddy go, and that'll be a 2-0 start for JDG.
The capabilities of taking these 5 versus 5, because whoever's going to stand in that front line is also going to get melted, and Ophelio say, oh dear.
Ooh, Vampire being paid back in kind here. Double CC chain comes through. AL are looking for their own blood. They're going to get the first one for themselves. They're trying to look for a little bit of a combo into Gala now. Gala's going to hit that ghost. He's in go mode right now. He's got the chakras, but it's not going to be enough. Gala goes down to 2v2 in Hope's favor. A double kill to him. Now they're going to move forward onto Tarzan. That's going to be the pullback, and Tarzan and Hope need to back away as Honkyu was able to layer down some good damage. You do also...
And that's going to push the mid lane or the bot lane matchup quite nicely in their favor. Dragon will go down to JDG, and on the top side we saw Flash expended by Flandre, so he had to get out of dodge from Xiaoxiu there, who had a really good engage from the Cassante. But kills, they're probably just going to get flashes unless there's a God Hook being landed, but until level 6 comes through for Vampire, that's not so likely.
Oh, Vampire, you got to be careful. There could be a roam, and a flash comes out. That'll be big money.
No flash
or
on
AL, but Flandre, speaking of big money, he's going to go down big money to Xiaoxiu. That'll be the 2v1 kill. And that'll be Rumble being taken out of the top side ahead of the grub spawn, or fight.
We're starting to see as well a little bit of why Xiaoxiu was the one part of JDG that got to stick around. Kyle caught.
Oh my god, he has no ult. He can't tank that damage. He's immediately taken out of the fight, and that brings up your conversation of no frontliner. And that just means that JDG will take whole objectives here in the Dragon and the Grubs. As we do see the dredge line going through onto Tarzan, they back away. Only got one of the Grubs down. Shanks is coming in. Shanks gets CC down, gets chained to hell, throws in the Emperor's Divide, but it doesn't matter. Dunja has cleaned up a kill. We've gotten 2 down now. Honkyu gets his own onto Shanks, and this now means Tarzan has to retreat.
Yeah, and he's obviously got the Tilia passive to walk on terrain a lot faster, but going to be tricky for them to get in here. Kyle threatening in that front line, and space taken by anyone's legend means that they are going to be able to secure this Dragon, and doesn't look like they're going to look for too much after the fact. Just going to have to give up a pink ward. Wave gets picked up by Hope, and
tricky play. It was a fast play, but JDG aren't able to get much out of it. Now they're going to try to contest over the red buff, but Vampire has just walked himself into a saloon that nobody was asking him to walk into. It will mean the red goes over. Tuch goes for the flash play. They got the cease and desist on Tarzan. Tarzan's getting low. Tarzan goes down. Honkyu goes for 3-man knockup by Kyle, and Shanks is just ripping them a new one. Shoved into the turret. Junja goes down, and Shanks goes on fire.
That's your best support in the LPL from 2025. Mazel triple pulverize, saving the fight on that top side. On the flip side of things, JDG trying to drive it home. Maybe a little bit easier here as they start up this Rift Herald, and Vampire's posturing aggressively around the front line.
Some vision coming down. AL's going to TP. I don't think they're going to make it into the fight enough for the Rift Herald. It's going to go down. AL pulled the trigger with the TP and don't really get anything for it. I know that was held to high regard now, but we are on second item spikes coming through here. We have the Black Cleaver, Sundered Sky there for Junjo. We have the all-in from Xiaoxiu, and we said this Cassante might be a little bit an issue. Flandre just can't do anything. He's being cooked by his own pineapple.
That's brutal to watch as Xiaoxiu lands everything, takes out Flandre. I mean, this guy in the top lane has been a great point for JDG for the last couple of splits, and continues that through 2026 as well. Dragon's just now spawned. There's no TP for Flandre to get back in there. That means JDG are going to secure this with no contest whatsoever. And everything's just going from bad to worse for AL. We take a look at some of those crucial pieces that we highlighted as Hope goes in.
Oh my god, that damage is insane.
Wow.
Doesn't want to step up into the turret, but you can see what that second item spike works, and especially with that extra damage, the true damage on the ultimate hits. It does a lot of work, and that's something I want to return to. While, yes, we're getting JDG diving, Flandre in the bot side, this is going to be rinse and repeat at this point. Really nicely played combo from the CFO duo coming over to the LPL, but it is a scaling comp from AL. So this advantage this momentum is extremely needed from JDG's side.
Outside of Kyle, so it is all eyes on this support. And if he doesn't have the backline to back that up, then that's not good either, as Tarzan finds himself in trouble.
Oh my God. Jesus. Welcome back to the Bouncy Castle. We'll take your ticket now, Tarzan, as Hope's trying to fire a little bit back, but it seems like it might just be some Roman candles that he's throwing. Honku. Yeah, only Kyle, and Kyle's already getting Chunk is thrown back. He has to pop the Unbreakable Will, and that's going to be another big cooldown down. JDG finding and picking just the right fights. And I got to give a huge shout. I mean, I know we had Faker throwing praise at this kid, but Honku has been a menace this game. He has landed so many crucial seismic shoves, burned so many flashes, and there, he'll pick up his 5th kill of the game.
Yeah, I mean, sad as it is, I think that, you know, Shanks may be one of those weaker points, but we're fighting now. Good flash from Gala.
Kyle. Oh no, he's on the wrong side of town here. Xiaoxiu's TP. They're going to get a late TP from Flandre as well. They're going to miss the supreme display of talent a little bit there, but they might be able to get Junja on the other side of the fight.
Oh,
the
no!
all-out comes in on the Tarzan, and Tarzan, no! He gets locked down in the middle of his blast cone. And now they're going to move forward. Look at this AoE damage that Gala is doing. You said he wasn't involved. Well, he heard you, rude dude, and he wants to be involved. That's a double kill already for him. He's not going to find that next one, but they are just going to blow JDG, or at least AL, out of the water. And that's going to be a triple kill there for Gala into a Baron, into what is undoubtedly a Game 1 win.
Everybody is just being pincered by every angle, and Junjia plays that fight exceptionally well, constantly buying space, constantly threatening as well, to the point where AL just had no real way to win that fight. Despite the DPS that they were trying to put down, there was just no way of them winning.
I mean, I just watched Junja mind control 5 people of anyone's legend right there. I mean, that was actually disgusting, and that needs to be on every highlight reel. He literally just made 5 people forget how to play League of Legends, and now maybe Honku going to get caught for a little bit of an overextension on the bot side. They did end up getting the Dragon, so that'll be sole point for them, and they're going to steal away the top side jungle from AL.
Anyone's legend, though, what can they make with no mid laner on the map? Honku has been a crucial part of this JDG composition. Can they even break the turret in that mid lane? I think that'd be a big boost for them if they could, but Xiaoxiu's going forward.
They're just fighting in the mid lane for the sake of fighting at this point. They want to try to get this turret, but it's not easy, and Gala's going to fully whiff the Moonlight Vigil there.
I think that gets them the turret,
minions. Yeah, I think they will.
He tried to play with his HP bar and use that to sacrifice as protection for this tier 1, but Honku got caught on the collapse on the backside of that, but even still, I'm very impressed that Junji is able to get out of that situation, get out of dodge, as it were. Now they find themselves taking this tier 2 turret down on the bot side, putting work in on that Baron. 30 gold per plate, plus the structure being demolished as well. There's a lot of gold getting picked up here. That's increased by like 1,000 gold, the lead it's just gone up to now, by just taking 1 turret, so...
I think being able to find this confidence, even in a Game 1 against AL, is extremely important. And I really like some of the plays that we've seen from JDG. Now they got to bring it home, try to fight over Dragon.
Flash from Shanks already here. Honku with a great flick there forces that one out, and the Dragon's already gone.
It's just gone. I mean, they try to get the supreme display of talent in there, and Tarzan immediately has to flash out. Another Moonlight Vigil goes wide. Honku goes into the thick of things by himself. Junja just kills Tarzan outright. You got to get that back line, though. Shanks is starting to tear him up. You got to be careful, though. Flandre tries to flash on a Gala. Gala flashes away from Flandre and expertly slices him up with the chakrams. A double kill goes for Junja, and Shanks goes down, too. You thought they had something. You thought AL were gripping something from death, but death comes for them anyways, and that is in the face of JDG. Straight down the middle, straight down the bot side. No, they're going to go back for the Baron.
And were they not 8,000 gold behind, AL probably win that fight and maybe start trying to claw their way back into this, but yeah, I mean, again,
that's insane.
We have to look at the fact that this Cassante was 4 levels up over said Yunara. And also has a lot of items in his back pocket, but Hope doesn't even tickle this guy. Like, it's going to take so long for him to try and get through the HP. Maybe the Infinity Edge will be the difference maker. Tarzan, though, finds Honku.
Oh, actually goes for a little quick play on a Honku. I do wonder if he has his Zanya's back up. I don't believe he does, or I think he would have popped it already. He's using that expert nice CC to get away from the team. And now Gala, his right-hand man, comes back and gets himself a double kill. And now we'll find them moving forward to that top side.
I mean, this is probably it, right? There's no frontline now for anyone's Legend. Shank's forced away from his tier 2, tier 3 turret, and underneath the Nexus, Honkyu's fishing for them. Minions inbound. Shank's is going to fall to the Calibrum here. Thank you.
All right, well, strike number 1 in the Tabe Bowl goes to JDG and Tabe's new team. They look decisive as hell in this game, and it gave AL so many issues. So much tempo was lost in that early game.
I dare say the majority of that damage that he dealt was all resulting in kills.
Yeah, and maybe a lot of it came in that last fight. As a really big team effort.
Yeah. This AL composition again has me with some question marks. Their damage is very lacking. This Anivia pick is beautiful, right? Any engage from Flandra, wall. Poppy's looking to charge at me, wall. This LCP import mid lane, you can see Honkyu zoning him away, trying to zone him off of experience. 1 Q lands and Shanks dies under the turret here.
Oh my god, he got him. He's dead.
There you go.
That's a solo bolo for that LCP transfer, Honkyu. But my god, we even made in Demacia Cup a graphic about all the birds that Honkyu likes to play. And so far the birds are working out for him. There's going to be the Realm Warp. They're going to try to collapse onto Gala. Gala's going to run back over to his team. Beautifully spell shields the charge from Tarzan. Now Honkyu is here. He's level 6. You got to be really careful about these walls. He's going to lay down the Tundra. I don't know, though. Gala is still waiting on the side here. Vampire tries to get away. Now the rest of AL going to try to collapse. They are split. They're going to get the flash play out of Tarzan. They're going to get the kill onto Junta here. Will get the Scuttle Crab in the end. Crescent Guard his way away for just a moment, but will eventually die to Shanks.
Yeah, JDG still working on that synergy a little bit here as they decide to split into 2-2s, that the shades of why we're picking up these compositions once again of players. But AL hitting this dragon now. First one to fall if it goes their way, but Junji is sniffing around.
Junja did take the time to take the grubs over there, so they did get the permanent. A beautiful use of the wall plus the Crescent Guard. I don't know which one stopped it, but something did. Unfortunately, Vampire is going to fully miss that one, and does take a chunk back after the Chains of Corruption come through.
You know, not finishing your quest does put you a little bit further behind. Once you finish your quest as a marksman, you get more gold per unit kill. So, for this time being, every CS secured is a win.
What a last-second choice from Honky to back off to not get hit by the charge into the wall, and now he's gonna get locked down on the back end of it. But he's got Junja coming with him. He's still got Egg. Gets out with his life here. Junja needs to be a little bit careful, but he's got the rest of the team coming. Tempered Fate is available as well. Tarzan gonna queue it up, but can't end up getting that Keeper's Verdict through. Now the Egg will be popped. Honky gets stuck. Junja is just watching while his teammate is scrambled like a morning breakfast. And now JDG get caught by the Chains of Corruption on the back end, but won't be able to follow it up is AL. They have struck gold on the bot side, though.
In the LPL, very well done for him. Congratulations on reaching number 12 all time. And it will result in a dragon going their way as well as Xiaoxu now on this top side looking for Flandra.
Ooh, good to have the needlework proc. They're going to do a decent amount of damage. Flandra will have.
The fact that we're still waiting for JDG to really hit that true ascended point means that in these team fights they should be favored, right? A 1.5 item Varus is going to be much better as Xiaoxu insta flash. Hope was like 1,000 gold up over Gala. Since then, now that gold lead is largely
Keeper's Verdict. Oh, he got hit.
Moving away the jungler. Yoinkies, thank you.
Tarzan dodging out of the Tempter Fate 2. My goodness, he just put on a clinic of how to approach Rift Herald, except they won't be able to get the eye.
Well, not quite Yoinkies and not quite thank you, but it's no Herald for you, which I guess is the second best thing here that they could hope for. We're just going to watch it slowly
Not
descend
even like
back into the void.
Shanks has Realm Warp, so he can't even
Trade of turrets though down on this bot side, as now Flandra's going to be able to take that tier 1 turret back. It is going to come at the cost of a lot of plates for Xiaoxu on that top side. And the TP that will come through from Honkyu just by nature of the great big shield that he's going to get as well. And that TP is the case. Good pop there.
Double TP coming in. They did get the Tempered Fade. Vampire can't hit the CC chain. That's so tough. He immediately gets away from the Chains of Corruption. Now Shanks is in some trouble. He's laying some damage into Gala. Junja is on the other side of the fight. Xiaoxu entering from the other side, the far side from everybody else. But now JDG, they're collapsing. It might be a fight over the scuttle. Xiaoxu
Start slowly. Here comes that poke, though. This is where you're favoring AL in these drawn-out fights.
Oh, Junja just tries to pull the trigger there. Doesn't really get anything with his Crescent Guard and does have to flash away after getting the 3-town strike. Now Xiaoshu is the focus. Junja, he tries to go in after Xiaoshu, buys a little bit of time, but the Keeper's Verdict from Tarzan does wonders. And what did I tell you about this man's Poppy? It must be afraid of for JDG, and that might just be the Dragon number 3 going to anyone's Legend.
It certainly should be here, as with no jungler in sight, no jungler on the Rift, it's looking good, and they need it to.
Yeah, they absolutely do. From the draft, though, I was so skeptical about this Vampire Bard, and he has yet to really amaze me just yet. Now maybe he gets another catch, but Junja's already dead as he pops his Crescent Guard, and I think JDG are just going to fully lose this fight as well. Gala gets locked down immediately. Gets away there, though, with that Mikhails,
and take this Baron. Hongq going to try and walk in. He's got Vampire by his side. Xiaoshu going to try and do the same thing, but I don't think they can get through the Scion in the time that the Baron's going to take to go down.
They're going to try, I guess. There's a Keeper Verdict kicking him
out
immediately. He got so much damage there. Xiaoshu is cutting him down here, but he does need to be a little careful with his health bar, because now they're turning right back on him, and Hongq gets locked down as well. Flandra able to find an angle on him there. Hongq's going to try to run back over, still has the egg available. Meanwhile, this entire time, Junja was respawning, so that means no Baron for AL.
We'll see whether or not he can lay down that poke at all.
We see the vision play here. AL going to try to enter all together. They are going to get caught as they enter, though. Who's going to win this battle? I think the poke is starting to run out. Beautiful flash from Junja, but Flandra is here. He's got that big shield from the TP. Xiaoshu has found the angle on the Shanks, but Shanks going to get out with the Realm Warp. Now Flandra has to try to get out, uses the Unstoppable Onslaught to use a little bit of room, but Gala is starting to cut him up. He's just throwing daggers at him at this point, though. Flandra very, very tanky. Tarzan was looking for an angle, but Tarzan gets pushed out. A lot of this AoE damage really starting to sink as JDG going to look for it. Keeper Verdict comes out. He gets walled off. He can't do it. He goes for the flash. He doesn't get it. It's going to be the Dragon focus now. 50-50 between Junja and Tarzan, but JDG want to make sure it's not. Xiaosu's going to pull Tarzan off of the fight. Junja realizes he needs to go in to help kill him. He gets one. He's going to look for a second on the Flandra. Can't do it. They do end up finding the cleanup, though, with the help of Xiaoshu. Now Junja's going to find hope. He needs one more 3-talent strike, but can't do it. They've lost both junglers now. Hongq is still in the pit of the Dragon, though there's a lot of damage that can come through. Hope with a lot of poke. Hope looking for the egg kill. Almost gets a double there, but he gets popped by Anivia. And now the Dragon is the focus for JDG. Kyle trying to get something. Can he get the mantra Q? It's not. He's going to run away. The Dragon goes over to JDG.
God, Mazel. It is chaos, it is carnage, but boy, for JDG, if it is not cathartic as all hell. Yep, they stop the recall of Flandra. He doesn't have TP to get back in anyway, and once again, it is a one fight for Jindong Gaming. This posturing around the bot side river doing just enough for JDG to make their way through again. Inches, seconds, and small, minute amounts, and the things like a big shield being teleported in on is going to be pretty massive. And you know, in one of these team fights, it could very well be the difference maker, as Hongq takes a big boatload of damage from the Kyle Hope bot lane duo. Posturing over this red buff again. How do AL ever walk in here?
Tarzan just going into the thick of things there. Another Tipper Fist going to hit onto Junja. It got worse as he's going to balk a little bit of time here. There's a nice charge from Tarzan. They did. He still has his egg. He's got time. Realm Warp coming in now from Shanks on the other side of the fight. Keeper Verdict goes through. They can't get Gala out. Gala's stuck. Gala, I'm pretty sure that was a mess. Like, something happened there. He could not move that entire fight. He was stuck in the wall, and that will just be AL swiping that lead right away from JDG.
They've got 45-second death timers here, Len, and AL are not looking for the Baron. They're looking to do some serious structural damage to JDG. And I mean, they're pinging the inhibitor at the minute. It looks like it's an inhib then out angle for anyone's Legend. They know that the Baron is the key piece of the pie here that they need to get, and I'm glad to see that they've sort of turned their attention back up here. I actually think they could have gone for a little bit more. I think the Baron is, you know, very much a formality in this case. Tier 2 turret. Very greedy to go for that red buff. He does manage to do it successfully, and somehow JDG are the ones that are taking objectives at this stage as they find themselves a tier 2 turret on the top side, and you expect that to be traded with the Baron in their back pockets. But Hongq now will channel his recall, does have the Verdant Barrier, and then there's the extra shields that are coming through from that TP as well. Now Gala has BT, so any poke is going to get sustained up very easily. And this poke from Hope is starting to matter, but they found xiaoxu.
xiaoxu got completely caught here. He's locked down. He goes golden. Tempered Fate's going to buy a little bit of time. Really nice dodge from xiaoxu. Meanwhile, though, the rest of his team just got baited in, and Vampire is gone. Shanks finds the kill on the xiaoxu, and JDG are just getting caught with their hands down.
Claw their way back into these fights, where they probably shouldn't have an opportunity to do so, but they do. Now steaming through the bot lane. The turret will fall, but versus Sivir and Ivia, probably never going to get access to the Nexus turrets here. So it's just going to be an inhibitor. They will resort back to that Ocean Soul, but if they spend too long here, this is going to give an opportunity for a respawn. Gala can come through. He can work his way out onto the map very quickly with that Tempered Fate, but Realm Warp,
easy.
Excellent stuff. This is Soul now for anyone's Legend, and that just made the team fights even harder for JDG. And that's just going to be Baron here.
Was that just one Q? Oh, it was the ult Q, so it was all 3 Blight stacks. Dang, that's a lot of damage. We see them pushing now. Flandra does get caught, but Gala gets chunked by Hope now. Tarzan going in for the fight here. Shanks is about half health now, but they're going to try to get xiaoxu down. Xiaoxu's healing is crazy. He was invulnerable for a little bit. Crimson Guard's going to come out. A lot of damage coming through from Gala, but Honkyu is down. Hope found him, and another arrow strikes through the chest of JDG, piercing their hearts and piercing this game number 2. That is a massive performance from AL to come back in this game, to harness that power, and a triple kill comes through for Hope as the last signaling of this game too is upon us. xiaoxu is going to re-get into the base and try to at least stave this off for a moment, but the turrets are not going to last very long. They're going to throw up the panda emotes, and we're going to move on to game 3.
Oh, we absolutely are, Mazel. And I started this game by saying that Varus versus Sivir was not going to be a linchpin of this game, but Hope decided that he was not having any of that narrative. I mean, looking at this, you can see that his damage that he dealt through the game, quite low, but I dare say the majority of that damage that he dealt was all resulting in kills. Not great. But
paired up with Kalista, I don't like Kalista, I'm just saying.
No? Okay. I mean, that can also hop out of the Cataclysm.
It can.
It's my retort. Maybe missed, maybe they just know better.
I don't want to toss things that early, at least. Honkyu, no mana, just gets massively traded. One more auto might have done it. Didn't get it in. Now Flandra is in trouble. Flash play from Junja. Beautifully done as he's trying to hunt down the monster in the top lane. But they've got a monster themselves. First blood for xiaoxu.
And that's grasp secured. Grasp kill being secured there for xiaoxu. And he doesn't currently know that Junja is here.
Oh no, he doesn't see Junja because he's standing still. That's crazy. That was terrifying.
That's very funny. One of the counterplays that you have to Rek'Sai. Now 3v2 mid.
Oh, he tries to get the knock up there. Shanks tried to go through with the Spirit Rush. Now Flandra's got to be careful, though, as you do have the Arcane Storm being thrown through. Flandra needing an exit tool, but he can't. He's just going to burrow and try to heal up a little bit, but that's going to be another kill going to xiaoxu on his Zahen.
And Honkyu not quite able to snipe a laser there onto Kael, but it will be the dragon you'd think secured as double recalls are coming on through. Quick charm from Shanks here. He's going for the Veganari build, so he doesn't do any damage just yet. Later on, we might end up seeing some damage come through at the 3rd item marker, but
Kalista did get online.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not going to be easy for the Kalista navigating these team fights later on because Misfortune
can
just auto-attack you for a boatload of damage.
They had no idea Junjo was coming around the corner there, and they paid dearly for it. That's going to be 4 kills going early to JDG if they can finish off Kael. They'll have the bailout. They will leave him to die. Maybe Gala. Oh, Gala couldn't get in there. Junjo will get the kill.
Yeah, not sure if he was on cooldown there for Gala or not, but Make It Rain would have been enough to secure the kill. Either way, though.
Flandra going to use his tunnels to make sure he can heal up a little bit. Does complete his quest there, so at least he's even in that regard. Also does have that Titanic Hydra completed. Maybe all in for this fight as Tarzan comes over. Flandra gets knocked up, and now they're going to try to chase. They're going to follow. He's got the dive, though, and xiaoxu stays alive. He's got his passive up, too, and he's going for the kill. Get the flash! xiaoxu is a beast, a monster, anything you could ask for, and he's playing Zahen like a pro.
And now they're going to dive on the bot side as well. Hope falls under the turret. 3-man band from JDG. They are finding success everywhere.
All right, next Dragon's going to go over to JDG. AL back off. We have our first items throughout. We have that Bloodthirster completed with that kind of brawling, I guess, dueling. So far, they've been lining up. We'll be getting closer and closer to second items completed there. Rift Herald is up on the top side of the map. Dragon not for another 2 minutes. Turret has fallen in the bot side, though. And that'll be second turret, rather, of the game going over to JDG. As we see, he took the other one up there. And in a little bit of different style, right? More focused towards that bot lane. More focused toward this top side of the map as well.
And you know, we saw Honkyu getting the better of Shanks in the 1v1, but looking at that CS, it's largely even. This time round, Shanks being the one who... 5 members of JDG looking to collapse on them. xiaoxiu on the flank here. Can AL find this and get out?
They are going to look for it. They got the Ren combo with the smite. They do get it. Now Vampire is just completely caught out. So much damage from Shanks and Flandra. Now Junja is backing off. JDG have lost a big chunk of their advantage. The turret is going to be charged on by Shelly. Not enough damage to do too much more to it, but JDG caught a little bit. Quickly done. I don't think there's going to be much that JDG can do there. She's just leaving the dragon. It's going to be a bit late, but maybe it's enough time for JDG to get in and do something. Junja just wants to force it. Immediately gets hostile takeover. He just wants to get in the pit. Goes in. Steals it! Junja steals the Baron. And now they got to take the fight, though. That convergence is doing some work. Vampire gets chased down by Flandra. That assassin bug is going to be enough, but Gala gets a return kill. And now it is so advantageous for JDG as they hunt down Hope. He's hopping and skipping, but he's hopping straight to an early grave here sooner rather than later.
Hold on, never mind.
Had Flandra come back from dead, it felt like, to get the kill for Hope.
And that JDG pushed themselves to Soul Point. But how on earth did they even steal that? Junjie, what a man.
Welcome back to the LPL, King. We missed you. We missed you, man.
How does he even get in here? So he gets hostile takeover. You see Kyle is just trying to run interference, and he just smites on the Rend of Hope. Hope does about 1,400 damage with his Rend, and then the smite doesn't come through on the flip side. And it is just... not quite good enough, unfortunately. As anyone's legend as a whole, they have to be so synced up on that. And unfortunately, they weren't. This, however, as a flip side play, Hope decides that the barrier is going to be enough to be saving him, and he's correct to do so. Flandra does a really good job at actually bailing out his marksman.
Vampire's dead to the pursuit of Flandra. Now they're going to go full ulties in. Shanks chasing him down too. Honkyu goes down. JDG have lost multiple members now. We need to be a little bit careful. xiaoxiu is looking for them. He does have the health bar reset as well. The GA going to be there. The knockup from Junja. Look at this Zahen go to town. He's about to go even harder now. Junja holding him down while they wait. There's more knockups to come too. There's the third. Tarzan getting chunked down. Here comes the Grim Deliverance from the skies. The Darken reigns supreme. A triple kill for xiaoxiu.
A 5 for 4 and the Darken reigns supreme. It is xiaoxiu who comes out on top with the Baron at his back. He is going to start laying waste to the structures of anyone's legend. They don't have the time to end.
No,
what is that damage? In 20 seconds. But even still, let's not doubt the fact that this Jarvan was instrumental in that fight that we saw Junjie, that we saw xiaoxiu even take over. Quick engage onto the Jarvan though.
Oh, they're going to try to find him again. His GA is going to get popped here if he can't find a way out. Some healing came through there from the Sundered Sky, but not enough. There goes the charm, kind of counterplay with that quickness pop of Vampires just getting locked down, and AL just sink their teeth into whoever's closest to them, and they're looking for more here. Look at xiaoxiu though. Grim Deliverance gets the kill, at least with the help of Gala. Gala has staved off the darkness now. Flandra tried to get him, but he couldn't do it. Now xiaoxiu has his GA popped, or at least ready to go. Hope getting chased down by Honkyu, just gets him down with the help of xiaoxiu. Now xiaoxiu's going to turn back on the Flandra. They know where they need to go, and Honkyu knows exactly what his job is to take down Shanks. Going to lead him to Tarzan, but Tarzan comes and gets the knockup potentially here, but it's not enough. It's going to be so much damage from Shanks and Tarzan, and time again, they pull something back to get this final dragon. I think if Infernal Soul goes over, it's so much more difficult. Look, he's just going to chase down Shanks. Doesn't get the knockback, or at least pull back, but does get Shanks' ult out. xiaoxiu's going to have to be a little bit careful. Spirit Rushes have been used, so that's a big tool down from AL.
Okay, we're back to a 5 versus 5 now here, Mazel. TP into the mid lane from Honkyu. his transgressions forgiven as Tarzan forces the flash from Gala.
Tarzan overforced that one. The hostile taker comes through, but it's not enough. Look at the Arcane Storm. It's going to work now. xiaoxu finds 1 kill already. He's got his GA ready to go too. Tarzan getting chased down now. Honkyu gonna take the kill there, and they can't really follow up anymore, but they will go back for the soul, and that's the whole reason they showed up.
That's all they wanted from this. The kills are an extra bonus, and it's all off the back of Honkyu once again. This time round in game number 3, he's the one who steps up. xiaoxu 11 kills on the Zehen, but it's the victor in that fight that makes all of the difference.
Oh my god, they're just going to go for the end. This is a team coached by Tabe. This is what AL feel like maybe they're missing this year, not being with their true general in Tabe, and that might is being flexed right on top of them. JDG, the new home of Tabe, the rookies of these new entries into the league, especially Honkyu coming through into the LPL. It is all about growth, and we see this comeback point and center. A triple kill for Gala and a 2-1 victory at the Tabe Bowl for JDG.